My name is Denny, and the name of my project, or the project that we're going to be doing today, is masking tape art. And so here's some samples that I have that I've done in the past. And to give an idea, you can use basically different types of items, but this is very basic, and that's what I want to show you folks today in this activity. Okay, so basically what you need for this project or art project is, of course, some masking tape, some shoe polish. You might want to ask your dad or uncle or grandpa in case you don't know what shoe polish is or they don't have it. You can always try and substitute food coloring, which maybe your mom or grandma can help you get out of the kitchen or at the store. That's easily obtainable. Let's see. Need some rags, of course, to wipe off and clean up. Some bottles, even some baby bottles, old bottles. If you have old liquor bottles, or if you want to help encourage a healthy lifestyle, dump out the rest of the liquor in the bottle, of course asking permission, and then using those nice glass bottles for your project. Some gloves if you don't really want to get your fingers or hands dirty. You can also, because of the time that we're in, gloves might be hard to get. Sometimes you can get these really inexpensive, I think it's vinyl or food service type gloves, really cheap, easy to get, and it'll serve the function of keeping your hands not so dirty or not so polished up. Some other things that help are maybe a plastic clipboard, really optional. You can help prep the masking tape by putting it on top rather than tearing it off each one and then putting on the bottle or your item. I've used different items as ideas, so it's easily accessible and something that you can just peel off and stick on. So basically those are the things that you need. A toothbrush, maybe a scouring pad also helps apply the polish on top of the bottle or item that you're covering once it's masked up, and that helps keep your fingertips clean. Okay, so prep. If you have a something plastic, I tried wax paper before, not so good. The wax paper kind of peels off or rips, so something plastic or metal, something that you can stick on the masking tape. And so with the masking tape, basically all you want to do is tear pieces and stick it on so it's easy. You don't want to make it too big. I've seen in the past people using scissors and making it nice and square. It's not as nice, or it doesn't have a nice look to it if it's really sharp edges, unless your project is trying to make a design that's really has sharp edges or straight lines. So not to say that you can't do that. It just, for the first one, just to get your fingers wet or feet wet, tearing it actually adds a lot of character to the look of the project. Okay, so first step is prepping, basically taking the time to rip up the tape, putting it all out. Just to give you an idea, to do a bottle would probably take 2 clipboards about this size, and that way you don't have to keep going back and forth to your roll of tape to cut it, and then you can just start putting it on your item. Okay, so my stuff kind of rolled off. Okay, coffee serves more than one function. Okay, so simple enough. Choose an item as easy as a Pringles can, and you can, and I'll start from the top. All you want to do is overlap each piece so that you cover the item or the surface. Something like scales, and you want to make it so it's more random, so it adds a little bit more character to your piece. And you just, what I found is just go around and work your way down, okay, versus say going all the way down first, and you're gonna have some weird patterns. So it looks, just whatever way you start, just keep going that way and you'll get a pretty consistent pattern or scaling. Okay. So after you've completed that, you end up with a container or item that's fully covered with the masking tape. So it's all basically kind of like scaled or like a fish. And so you want to make sure that you get the surface nice and stuck. You don't want to have any lips or peeling back, because that might tear it off or something, and it just doesn't look so good, or you might have to repair it. So if you don't stick it on so good, sometimes stuff like that happens. Not to say it doesn't add some character, it looks a little different, but you can always fix it later. It's one of those projects that you can actually fix. Okay, so once you get to that stage, you get to the dirtier side or messier side, you can glove up. Make sure that you don't have, or make sure you don't dirty up your hands, because the food coloring will dye it. It's just like eating a shave ice, a blue shave ice or red shave ice, and your mouth is all red or blue afterwards. So if you have shoe polish, you can use your shoe polish with a toothbrush, and then you can go on top of your surface and just cover it. Okay. Or if you don't have a old toothbrush, don't want to use the one that you have now, that'd be bad. I'm sure your mom or dad would be absolutely thrilled with that. Okay, and then, or yeah, you can use a scarring pad or a sponge. Okay, and then basically cover the whole item, and then you get a rag, and then you wipe it off. You don't want to wipe it off too hard, because then you have your basically only your tape, unless your intent is to have a very light color. So if you still want it darker, no problem. Just add some more polish, and so you can actually make several coats, and you can just lightly wipe it off, and if it's still not dark enough, you can still keep adding. And so basically these bottles, I kind of overkilled it or made it super dark, because I just wanted to see the detail of the scaling or the masking tape. And so I left a lot of polish on top. I probably coated it several times until I was happy with what I saw. And the imperfections of the tape, these small wrinkles and stuff, actually really give the character of your project. And so when you have nice clean cuts, it doesn't look as, in my opinion, nice as if it were wrinkles and stuff like that. And so after that, basically you're done. I mean, you wipe it up, you let it dry, you can save it. It doesn't, you have that shoe smell, so it has that unique smell. And if you need a project and you don't have money, or money's really tight, you can use stuff that you readily have, save it, and say when Mother's Day comes around or Valentine's Day, you can make some flowers in another class that I'm sure Parks will offer, and you can put that inside and give them, and they know it's from you because you made it. And that's really nice, because rather than buying a card or buying flowers, it's something you made yourself. That's really nice. And this is something what I actually learned way back when I was a youngster in elementary school, just a few years ago. And I actually remember this project and have done it off and on throughout my whole entire life. And I think my mom, who got mine, I think she still has it. And that's one of the nice things so many years later, reflecting back. And so if there's any questions or any things, I'm sure you can reach out to Parks, myself, and I'll be happy to try and answer your questions. Hope you had a nice time. And that was my simple masking tape project.